Alright YouTube, so today going to be doing a video on my battle belt. This is the Viking Tactical Brokos Battle Belt with the Viking Tactical Cobra Riggers Belt 1.75 inch in Coyote Brown. The battle belt itself is in multicam. I was going to get the HSGI battle belt, but I went with the Vtac for two reasons. The first reason is the inner lining that's on the belt itself. It's actually a gel with a breathable mesh material, so it makes it a lot more comfortable in the summer months. The second reason is the ability to weave the inner belt outside the MOLLE webbing on the side here, so I thought it was a very great feature. So those are the two main reasons why I chose it. It was a little bit more expensive. Almost everything that's on here can be purchased on Amazon, so let's go ahead and just start going through the belt, and I'll tell you why I have it set up the way that I do. First thing here, this is just from Condor. This is a pouch for my multi-tool. So inside of here I'm carrying a Leatherman multi-tool. This is the Leatherman Super Tool 300, pliers, saw, screwdriver blade, you know, everything that you would expect from Leatherman quality. I just put it on the front because it's where I had room left over for it. And again, just went with Condor for the pouch here, nothing extremely fancy, relatively inexpensive. Alright, next, this is my holster. This is by Raven Concealment. The holster itself was black. I simply purchased some multicam tape and taped over it for right now. It's more than convenient for my purposes. I do carry it with the SIG P226, so we'll go ahead and just safety check that for you. I usually run it with the Streamlight TL-R3. That's actually being fixed because the glass on the TL-R3 shattered, so a Streamlight is currently replacing that for me. Definitely love the Raven Concealment holsters. Very big fan of Kydex. Don't really use anything other than that at this point in time. One thing I did have to do was buy the wider belt loops because this is the 1 3/4 inch Cobra Riggers belt that I'm running through on the inside, but it's very straightforward. I literally just ran the belt through, ran it through the loops on here, so made it very, very simple and convenient. Next to that, I have a flashlight. Anytime you have a firearm, you always need a flashlight. This again was a Condor. I think this might have been like a radio pouch or a flashlight pouch. Just running a flat dark earth Streamlight in here. It does have bright mode. There's a strobe feature on it. There we go. And then a lower setting, but definitely important to have a flashlight on you as well. Now back here, this is the HSGI bleeder blowout medical pouch. Love all the HSGI products. Inside here, you simply pull this red tab, everything comes out. I have a tourniquet in here, some gloves, an Israeli bandage, and then in the back, also built in, are some trauma shears, and there's a pouch that's specifically cut out for those. So this was around $40 on Amazon. Alright, next here, this is just a Condor dump pouch. This is great if you want to throw, you know, hydration in here, some snacks, if you have extra magazines. Great place to put those on here as well. Okay, keep going around here. These are all from HSGI, all the HSGI taco pouches. These particular pouches, I initially went with a double taco pouch, so it runs, you know, the 2 magazines here, 2 magazines here. After wearing it to the range for about an hour or two, just noticed it was way too heavy, and that's one of the best things I can suggest is, you know, if you like this setup, great. If you don't, try it and see what works for you. For me, it personally was too heavy. You know, these are 30-round mags. I think there's enough ammo in there for my intents and purposes. I do run some mags on my plate carrier as well, but I was much more content with the single taco mag pouches from HSGI. Definitely recommend when you put these on, get some needle nose pliers and a screwdriver just to kind of stretch this out. It does come with the plastic to mount it onto the MOLLE, but it makes it a lot easier if you loosen it up. The pouches also, you know, you can adjust the tension here with the elastic bands. It takes a little bit of a break-in period, but not very long. You know, if you spend a long day on the range, by the end of the day, they're already fitting pretty well. Same thing in the front here. These I only had the single stack because I'm usually just carrying the 2 mags plus 1 inside the pistol. So again, same thing here. Very, very good. Always want the rounds pointing forward, but definitely love the HSGI taco pouches. Strongly recommend them. The other thing that I can say as well is if you run the double, even though it is MOLLE webbing, it does start to kind of make the belt lean out a little bit, and you want everything, you know, as close to your body as you possibly can. So in general, as far as the prices go, I'm probably into the entire rig for maybe around $250 or so. The belt itself is around $100, $120 depending where you purchase it for. About $40 for the bleeder blowout kit. You know, obviously not including the holster or the pistol there, but just as far as the accessories, strongly recommend a very quality belt on the inside as well, even if it's not particularly the Viking Tactical, but make sure it's specifically designed for, you know, utility purposes, any type of quality firearm belt. I did go with the multicam. This is available in black, flat dark earth, or coyote brown, OD green, multicam. I think they might be starting making some in like a wolf gray, but you know, I'm just a fan of the multicam, so that is what I chose to go with. So this is my video. Leave any comments below, like, share, subscribe. But again, this is the setup that I use pretty much every time I go to the range now. Again, I really like this feature because, you know, I can pull this holster off, put a different one on, swap out the mags, and you know, now I have a battle belt set up for a different pistol completely. So again, if there's any questions, feel free to contact me below, but thanks again, and stay tuned for the next video.